I saw an article that Florida is launching a criminal investigation into Roblox because it claims that the platform struggles dealing with inappropriate behavior towards children. And, this is not the first state that has an active investigation right now against Roblox. I know Kentucky, Louisiana, Oklahoma, multiple states are not too happy with the platform because it feels like it's a quote, as it said, breeding ground for child predators, and it fails to protect minors from inappropriate people and content. This is, I feel like this is interesting to me because I feel like we've been talking about this for like a million years now, right? The fact that Roblox has an issue with predators. And I feel like we talk about this like every 6 months, or like this becomes like a main story for like every 6 months. You know what I'm saying? And they get away with this stuff. Funny story. The first time I played Roblox was on a stream multiple years ago on Twitch. I don't know if some of you guys remember that. But then I never played Roblox unironically until last year because my ex, who was 25 years old, she kept talking about playing Roblox because that's what she did during her free time. And I continue to say, bruh, you 25, why are you playing this game? Like, why do you keep inviting? I don't want to play this with you because like I'm a grown man. I don't want to play this. And I know the game is filled with kids. Why would I invest my time playing games against or with kids? Like, that's not fun to me. But she was like, we can play the restaurant management game. I don't know what that's called, by the way. I forgot. Someone help me on the comments. I'm not logging into my account to see it. There's a game where you can make like a 5-star restaurant or whatever, and you could like hire employees and stuff. Like, it was fun. I'm not going to lie. So we would play together, her and I, right? We made our own restaurant, and I was looking at her account. She's been playing Roblox since like forever. So I remember when we were playing different games or servers, whatever it's called on Roblox, we were hopping onto different things, and people were just weird in chat. Like, that was the one thing I kept noticing. People were just weird. I could tell based on how people were talking. Like, it was very obvious that nobody here had to be like above 12 years old besides her and I. And, this is a thing that aggravated. She was like replying to these people in chat and trolling them. That's funny to her, but I'm thinking to myself, I know she isn't weird like that, but the fact that a 25-year-old woman can easily or just casually chat with kids who are clearly 12 and younger on an online game without any restrictions like this, like bro, she just there just yapping. Like, what? How is this possible? It's very strange to me in terms of protocol. Like, what kind of protocol does Roblox have with this, and how is this even? And some of these places, some of these servers I went on, these games, they're like, yo. This bugged me out too. They would allow you to hop on their Discord server, which was another issue I was thinking about. So if Roblox has these moderation features, right, or these AI driven or AI powered sort of like filters or whatever, right, it could be bypassed so clearly because some kid could just hop on some Discord server that is promoted in game, like some billboard or something in the game going like, join our community Discord for tips. And then there goes the weirdos hopping on that too. I'm going to be honest with you. See, here's the thing about this. The game is filled with kids. And I feel like no matter what kind of restrictions or tools Roblox integrates, it's never enough, it seems, because people seem to always find ways to bypass it and still prey on children, right? Roblox is in a very complicated position because from my understanding, they have implemented many regulations. It's not like they're ignoring, well, should I say they're not? I don't think they're ignoring the issue, but their moderation and their approach is very questionable to me. I find the same issue with VRChat as well. I think people who play VRChat, I think VRChat is also a very weird place because, there are minors on that game too, and the restrictions are very easy to bypass. And I think, everyone talks about Roblox being weird, but VRChat is also very weird too. But it's not enough, So here's my proposal and idea that could maybe ultimately stop this issue for both games. But I don't think this will ever get implemented. And if it does, I don't think it'll do as good as I think it may do because I think it may harm the game's activity more than anything. But hear me out. My proposal is that I think Roblox and VRChat should be age separated. In my opinion, there is literally no reason why you should be playing these type of games with anyone outside of your age bracket. If you can justify in the comments without looking like a predator yourself to why you, a grown man or woman, should be allowed to play VRChat or have open chat or discussions in Roblox with someone way younger than your age bracket, please explain to me. I wonder what magical, nonsensical rationale you can even come up with, because there is no reason why in both games adults should be in any some sort of like communication with people in other age groups. In Roblox and VRChat, adults should only play with adults. Teenagers should only play with teenagers, and kids should only be playing with kids. I think, you know, I mentioned like I don't think Roblox or VRChat is ignoring this, but like I feel like the AI and other moderation tactics can help filter out inappropriate content still, so they should continue to push stuff like that. But the main issue really is communication and preventing people even having the chance or opportunity to communicate with someone that they shouldn't be speaking to, which is why I said the whole Discord thing is a problem too. I think, I don't know, there should be no Discord promotions or anything, like something off platform promotion, nothing. Now, see, here's the thing. This idea or proposal sounds good on paper, right? I think it would work really well in theory. However, it's hard to really block out a lot of things, like, again, AI is not perfect. This will require heavy accuracy with age verification, and I don't think that's 100% reliable. Again, AI isn't perfect. Kids can easily use their parents' device or ID to verify themselves. Also, that becomes a privacy issue for some people for verification. But at this point, people always complain about the verification, their privacy, and they're concerned about this. Like, Roblox is so popular, bro. It's not that serious. And this is the thing. I feel like if you're going to get mad about this ID verification for Roblox, you shouldn't be mad at it, because we're doing this to protect the kids, We're doing this to protect certain age groups. We're doing this to separate certain things so people don't end up in weird situations, Like, but I feel like you shouldn't be mad that something like that gets implemented. But, people are going to complain about stuff. People be using Google, Amazon, TikTok, or anything associated with these platforms, and then complain about privacy in the same breath. Make it make sense to me. For real, make it make sense. Roblox, with how popular it is, they can easily get away with this, but people won't like it at the same time. Anyway, also, this is another thing I mentioned about the downside in theory. People who aren't malicious will feel like this is going to kill the activity. If we split age groups, like I suggested, kids only playing with kids, teenagers, adults, so they all play different sort of wherever, right? Some games or servers will see a huge drop in activity, because if one server or game is popular for kids, but you're verified as 18 plus, and let's say you enjoy that game. Let's say you're not a malicious person, right? And this Roblox game you like to play in is filled with kids. You just like it because you're a grown adult. You just seem to like it, whatever reason. Okay, whatever. So listen, and if we have this age gap or this age restriction that I'm talking about, this proposal, and barely 18 plus people hop on that game, well, it's going to look like a ghost town from now on for y'all. You probably won't have many people to play against in that game. That's the problem with that, So I don't know. What do you guys think or propose? I feel like this issue has been going on forever. I think my proposal, it has downsides, but it has pros at the same time, Let me know what you think. What would you propose? Anyway, this episode is found on Spotify and YouTube. I'm out.